Hello and welcome to a map review. We are going to be taking a look at this map here. It is called Agri OC version 2.0 and we're going to jump straight in. This is a seasons capable map, so it does support seasons mod. I think it supports chop straw as well, and our usual sort of mods we'll add. We'll include the seasons mod in here as well. And we'll give it a start. We'll take a look at the error log just to see if there's anything that pops up. So far, nothing. And whilst this loads, we shall see. So far, nothing there. Doesn't look like anything. Just quick double check. Nope, there's nothing there. So we will jump straight in. As annoyingly, it's raining. That's the one I was looking for. We are going to we're going to fast forward the time quite a bit because I want to get out of this rain so we can have a proper look around. So I'm going to fast forward time whilst we have a chat about the map. So this map has 53 fields. As you can see, they're actually kind of crammed into what appears to be quite a small area, but there are 53 fields here. There are not many sale points, as you can see. We start off life here with let's see, I think that's 5 fields. Yeah, 5 fields. So we start off with field 11, 12, 17, 15 and 25. It looks like 11, 12 and 17 are set up with grass to start with, and 15 and 25 are for crops. The map has standard fruit types. We don't have any multi-fruit on this map. As you can see, let's just quickly thing. Yeah, we definitely have something here that looks like apples. Yeah, so we have nothing really new there. Sell points. So we have a grand total of 7 sell points. We have a few that sell the fruits and of the normal map, and there seems to be some apples here and manure which are different. So actually that could be compost. But we do have a non-normal fruit type on the map. We have some daylight and we have no rain, so I'm going to stop that clock. Okay, so let's have a look. We have no animals to start with, so your basic starting point is 0 animals. We have 200,000 in the silo as capacity. Obviously you can tip wherever you like, but that's basically the basic thing. So that is the map, and we've kind of got nothing on there to actually collect. As you can see, this is the farmyard where we've come out. It's a bit dark and grey when we first started. Okay, so quickly check our equipment. We have a New Holland 8340. We have a Case 1455 XL, and so there's just 2 tractors. We have a Stoll FZ60 and front loader, and we have a pallet fork attachment for that. We have a 1660 axial flow case combine with a 14-foot header, and we have a FarmTech TDK 1600 tipper trailer. Next up, we have a Qualidisc Farmer 3000 from Vernland. This is a cultivator. We have a Kuhn Varimaster 153 plough, and we have a Vernland Accord DL seeder. This seeder only does seed, it doesn't do fertilizer, and it is not a direct seed seeder. We also have an Amazon ED 3000 and -C seeder. This one does do fertilizer, but it is only for sunflower, corn, soybean, and sugar beet. Finally, we have the Exacta EL700 Vernland fertilizer spreader. So that's kind of the equipment for sowing and everything else. We have a weight, single 650 kilo weight. We have a Novacat 302 ED mower. We have a Fanex 604 from Vicon, and we have a that is a tedder. And we have the Pottinger Top 462 windrower. We have a pickup truck, and we have a Karcher power washer. That's all the equipment for us on this farm. So let's kind of take a quick look around the sort of farmyard where we spawn in. So I'm not sure what this is, but it kind of looks like a storage shed. So this could be our silo. And that's probably a tipping point, a fill point. We have our storage shed here with our customization shop. That looks like fuel storage or fertilizer or something like that. Probably fertilizer. We've got a very sort of dusty track. What have we got here? We've got liquid fertilizer. That is our liquid fertilizer, yes. And let's go down here. So we've got a fuel tank around here somewhere. We've got another tractor, shed, it's a road into town, more of our stuff. We have, again, another storage location, open pit door. Seeds, that looks like seeds. Fuel tank over here in the shed. And over here we've got a farmhouse, and there's probably some. I see some chickens running around here. So there must be a chicken coop somewhere. There we have our chickens. And what else have we got around here? Kind of looking really around the farmyard to see what we've got. We've got a storage shed here. I'm not sure what that is that? No, that's just storage. Pigs around here somewhere as well. Rather menacing looking barbed wires. A little field there. I'm not sure that's field 17. This is our pigsty, as you can see. I'll just run into here. So our pigsty, pretty much a standard pigsty. Bit different on the old layout and stuff. Animal dialogue box. Not sure why there's steam coming up here, but let's see what else we've got here. Feeding, this is normal food. Water trough is in the back here on the farm. I'm kind of looking for slurry and here's our slurry. Now I'm not sure what this is for. Looks like it's a storage of some kind. Right, now the only thing I can think of where the manure will be is on that little area we had down here where it was kind of smoking. This might be the manure location, I'm not sure. We've got some storage here, and that's kind of the pathway back to the main farmyard. So this is, we are up here, this is the pigs. Have a look, we're going to drop over to this just here actually. Find somewhere around here where I can actually jump into. All the tractors are here. Okay, I'm going to just jump to the BGA here. So, quick look in the BGA whilst we're kind of close. Above ground silo king. Digestate. And a little silage clamp. Pretty tight and compact BGA. This kind of backs onto the farm as well. It's literally almost, it is part of the farmyard. So we kind of spawned here, didn't we? Not sure what that is. It's a storage shed. Not sure if this opens up. Open pit door. There we go. Yes, I think this is our silo actually. I'm pretty certain. Just a storage shed. So our BGA is up there. Very straightforward. This is our power washing location. So we're back on the farmyard. There's the weight there that we kind of have. Very compact farmyard, by the way. Very compact. So it's kind of all of the farmyard here. It looks like there's some houses and stuff up here, but we'll look at those a bit later. So let's jump around and have a look at things. So apples. So we've got an orchard. What do we need here? Well, we've got some trees. Something popped up then. So we need water, manure, compost, and then we get apples. We have to drop this at the individual thing. Oh, okay, right. I see. So I've seen this before on a map. The apple orchard basically requires you to individually drop essentially nutrients, water and compost around each tree. So for instance, you go around to each one here, we have to do each one individually, and then we'll get essentially, I think this one's going to give us a crate of apples at the tree, and then effectively you have to come along and like kind of load the apples up yourself onto a trailer or something. So each one of these effectively has their own feeding. There's no central kind of point you can drop some compost and it will basically go and do its thing. So that is interesting for the orchards. So it does require a bit of manual labour to keep it going. Just to kind of show you, this is a French map, by the way, Normandy, I believe. So there we have our sale, by the way, purchase point for the fields. So you can see a little French sign. So that is the apple orchard. So let's head over to the sheep pasture. So here we have the sheep pasture, which kind of spawned in the middle. Quite handily, right next to the feed trough for solid food, so the grass. And then we have the water trough here. Now I'm just checking over here, see if there's. Here, this is where the wool is spawned in the shed, and that's our sheep pasture. There will be a point for loading the sheep into the area, which is just here, the entranceway. We can drop our animals here. My first impression of this map is that it's very tight, so big equipment here. This is just tracked small vehicles and so on. So we have this cidery. This is a sale point, and basically what will happen is we'll get these. These are what we'll actually get at the orchard. It's actually pretty cool. They look really, really good. The cidery is here, and effectively we'll get. I don't think we get any. It's not a production, so it's actually just a pure sell point. To actually basically sell stuff to. Head over to the cow pasture, kind of spawned in here right next to the feed trough, so we drop our feed down here. Straw, grass and TMR will be accepted there. This is Slurry. Got a little baby calf here, cute. Load up our animals on the lot here. Into the pasture, which is a very small pasture, by the way. We've got the feed trough here. Oh no, the pasture goes up here. We've got the water. I'm kind of looking for the water. This might be the water. I think this is the water trough in the middle of the field. So we've got our grass and so on there. We have animal loading. We've got a silage clamp as well. Right next to this all, we've got our, we've got a TMR, we've got some more storage and some shelves here. We possibly milk, I don't know. Milk here. Storage. And yes, this is manure. The manure will go there. So yes. So that actually kind of confirms what we thought about the pig area as well. Pig area had that kind of smoking section. This is the same at the cows. Sorry. So there's basically what's happening in the way this is implemented on the map. There's a mound of compost of manure underneath, and it's smoking away. And as it grows, it actually the game pushes the mound that's hidden below the ground. You can't see now above. Okay, so we are at the cows. Let's head down to this guy here, which is Azrel. This is a sale point, pretty much. Looks like you sell pretty much everything here. We've got a drop-off point here, and we've got see, this is possibly a weighbridge. We've got manure and so on. So I think we can also buy some seed and fertilizer here as well. This is right next door to the shop. So this is the farm shop, where you can buy the purveyor of fine farming machinery. It looks like a Class dealership. Unfortunately, Class is not a brand that's in Farming Sim by default. You've got to add them. There we have, and got our customization shop next door and everything else. Got a strangely American looking car for a European map. Let's head down here to the animal dealer. Standard stuff. Actually looks kind of cool. We've got a guy walking around. Buy our animals. So we come up here. Open. Can we open this gate? No, we can't open the gate, but we can open the animal dialogue. And we can buy our stuff. It would be interesting if this is an open. It is an open gate. So we can drive our vehicle in here. That gate actually goes back a bit too far. I wonder if that cow's going to escape. This is actually cool. They've got animated cows here. Next up is the milk sale point. Here we have it. Milk sale point. Interesting kind of looking dairy type arrangement here. Nothing really we can do here. It is just a plain sale point, but there we have it. Next up is Emerald. Not sure what that means. However, it is a sell point. I'm not sure what that is. That looks like it could be straw. We've got potentially wood chips here as well, and logs. So this is kind of a sell point for a lot of useful sort of fuel items. What else have we got here? Yes, this is definitely a sell point for straw. Okay. Go there. We've got another tipping point here, so this is a normal sell point. Kind of, yeah, we've got a normal sort of sell point here. Guy wandering around. We've got grain, seed and fertilizer as well. I think we can buy it. That's to buy or maybe to sell. Got various bits of sort of sell around here. As I can quite easily notice as well, the roads are pretty tight and compact. So we've got a fuel sell point as well. On a little random yard. I'm guessing we can probably get seed from here as well, because there's bags of seed and such like. And kind of drive in here. Cell phone tower. And you see we've got our nice little country road here as well. Pretty sort of compact country road. So that's down here. That's here. Let's head up to woods. I'm guessing this is just a bit of logging area. Now this is actually not a kind of an easy pine tree logging type thing arrangement. This is really awful, horrible little trees that I can't stand. We've got some of the birch trees, we've got some of the maple trees, we've got some pine trees. You ain't attacking these with a Scorpion King or anything similar. This is a chainsaw and manual logging type deal. Not my favourite thing. So if I was doing this, I would get the Brooks on the front of a piston bully, like I have done on Cherry Hills, to get rid of annoying trees around fields, and just grind the lot down into wood chip. And next up is Lian. This is basically the sale point for wool. As you can see, Hagen starred happy sheep bales. So this is the wool sale point. This is next door to the Agri sale point. Let's see what we've got in here. Can we go in there? Nope, we can't. There's sort of weighbridge here. We've got biofuel sale point. We've got a tipping point over here for the other items, and so a bit tight around here. Looks like we also have a. There we go. We've got some tipping points for sale stuff, and we've got, I think, fertilizer as well. So we've got various stuff here. That is kind of all of the major areas of the map. So let's kind of head over to the farmyard and grab ourselves a vehicle. Take a look with courseplay at the field sizes of the fields you own. So we start off with field 11, that's 0.34 hectares, it's very small. We have field 12, which is 0.58 hectares. Field 15, which is 1.01, and field 17, which is 0.72 hectares. And then finally, field 25, which is 1.02 hectares. So that's kind of the size of the fields you've got, and that's, you know, they're not huge. The biggest fields on the map, let's take a quick look at one of those. So let's have a look. This is field 37, it's pretty big. Let's hit the size. That is a 5.28 hectare field. It costs you 427,000. If we take a look at 38, which is another big field, again that is 5.13 hectares, and it'll cost you 415,000. Of course, you can potentially get these down with missions. Although that said, I don't actually remember doing a mission there. No missions. So you can't actually alter the price of these by getting in with the actual neighbours, as it were, because they don't have missions enabled. So we've got, you know, quite a lot of very odd-shaped fields, very small fields. If you look at the roadways, we'll just pop over here so we can have a look at this roadway. As you can see, this roadway, pretty small, tight roadway. And then some of these tracks, again, look at this, it's very tight. Very low power lines as well, so tall things will have trouble. So this is, you know, this is the kind of area we're looking at. Let's just pop over here and let's get in the air and have a look around. So this is from the air, just looking down really at the farmyard. So we've got some very nice village kind of houses and sort of stuff there. Does look kind of clean and nice and beautiful. We're at the edge of the map. I'm kind of looking. We are in spring actually. I'm going to cycle through actually the various aspects of springtime and summer and winter and so on with the removal of things. So this is what the land looks like without any leaves. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cycle through and just check, but so let's have a look at, let's just check winter is actually available to us. So winter is actually available. Let's have a look at spring. Let's see what spring looks like. So we've got lots of lush green trees, and actually from this, not that high either, it looks green and lush across the land in springtime. That does actually look green and lush. As you can see, all across the land. We've got some interesting things in the distance. There's a round tower looking thing. Oh, is that, there's a water tower. But some, it's a nice looking area. Some, smoke from chimneys. Really well done. Okay, let's take a look at the next season. Summer. Trees become a little bit darker. It's still lush and green across the land. Looks good. All the hedgerows are looking good too. It does look good. The only thing that stands out is the edge of the map, because the trees are a slightly different colour because they're flat. But it does look really nice. Let's fire up to the next one, which will be autumn, which I'm just going to do 2. Oh, we don't have that. Interesting. Autumn. Let's check. Interesting. Didn't like it as a number. Interesting. Okay. So, autumn. Nice brown trees. There are some green still, but actually it's the apple orchard. There's the odd pine tree as well in there. So, yeah, we do have a few evergreens, but it's mostly deciduous trees across the map. It does look really good. I'm going to kind of focus in on this area actually for the next thing. So we're going to remove the trees. We know the trees, there is a winter. So we're going to remove all the foliage. See, it's now winter. The hedgerows look a little bit different. The trees and so on. Now, let's fire up some snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow, as it were. So we're going to add one layer, see how it looks. This is going to just roll across the map. I hope we're going to get snow. There we do. There we are. There we are. We get some snow. As you can see, it seems to have basically massed around all the buildings, on the entranceways and so on. It kind of does look nice. Some of the roadway doesn't have it, I think. So yeah, some of the roadway doesn't have it. So on. As you can see, it's kind of nicely done around the buildings and everything else. Doesn't go inside. We add a little bit more snow. Add another couple of layers. You can see the depth now has kind of filled out. You see the thickness of the snow is there on all of the areas there. And as you can see, it's lovely winter wonderland across the map. Looking across the landscape, you can see the buildings, you can see the odd bit of evergreen tree, and then you've got the kind of the quite stark and dark foliageless deciduous trees, which make the map and kind of the seasons of summer and spring look pretty nice. So I'm kind of going to stop here. So with that, we're going to sort of end out the review. Very, very visually pleasing map. Got a bunch of stuff there for you to do. Very small fields. You are using things like courseplay. You're going to be using courseplay to do headlands and stuff on the fields, but all the fields are small anyway, so you're going to be using small equipment. You could probably get away with a lot of this stuff manually. Headlands are going to be important, if not taking up the entire field. Narrow roads, So no big equipment. It is literally a small equipment map. It's an undulating, it's a complex map. There's no square fields. This is a kind of a real old world type farming map. And this is essentially old world. It's set in an area of Normandy in northern France. So there we have it. Agri OC version 2.0. Details for download will be in the show description. If you've found this map review useful to you, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. And with that, thank you all for watching. Have a great day and see you guys next time.